Breaking truth, global impact. This is News Pulse. Subscribe now and stay alert. I bet you didn't know how a single moment of silence could shake the world. The stadium was tense, a heavy silence hanging in the air, as if everyone sensed something extraordinary was about to unfold. But the tension wasn't just about football. It was about something much bigger, something that transcended the game itself. On March 8, 2026, as Iran's women's national team faced the Philippines in the AFC Asian Cup, the world's attention was fixed on the field, but not just for the scoreline. Cameras flashed, and every eye was searching for a sign of what might happen next. When the national anthem played, the players stood motionless, refusing to sing, a bold, silent act of protest that was broadcast live to millions around the globe. Their defiance was immediate and unmistakable. In that moment, they became symbols of resistance, standing up against a regime embroiled in war and facing intense international scrutiny. Back home, Iranian officials reacted with outrage, branding the team's silence as an act of treason. They demanded harsh punishment, determined to make an example of the players. In the matches that followed, the team was forced to sing and salute under the watchful eyes of authorities, a chilling reminder of the regime's control and the risks these women faced. The football pitch was no longer just a place for sport. It became a battleground for their freedom, every pass and every glance shadowed by fear for their own safety and the safety of their families. The world watched closely. International journalists captured every moment, and the silent protest echoed far beyond the stadium, sparking conversations and outrage across continents. For these athletes, football was no longer just a game. It had become a fight for survival, for dignity, and for the right to be heard. Their courage and determination set the stage for an international crisis, forcing the world to confront the realities faced by women in Iran. After their final match, the team's bus was surrounded by a sea of passionate supporters, their voices rising in unison as they chanted, "Save our girls." The atmosphere was electric, filled with hope and anxiety, as people from all walks of life gathered to show their solidarity and demand justice for the players. Inside the bus, the players pressed their hands to the glass, flashing the international hand signal for help, a silent, desperate plea that quickly spread across social media and was seen around the world. Their message was unmistakable. They were in danger and needed urgent protection. Fearing severe persecution or even imprisonment if forced to return to Iran, the players' plight struck a chord with millions. Their courage in the face of uncertainty sparked a global outcry, with people everywhere demanding action and accountability. Human rights advocates, including prominent voices like former Australian football captain Craig Foster, stepped forward to urge the Australian government to intervene. They called for compassion and immediate action, emphasizing the players' right to safety and freedom. The story exploded across global media outlets, dominating headlines and trending on social platforms. International pressure mounted rapidly, as journalists, celebrities, and ordinary citizens joined the chorus demanding justice for the team. Even former U.S. President Donald Trump weighed in, publicly urging Australia to grant asylum and offering U.S. refuge if needed. His statement brought even more attention to the crisis, making it impossible for world leaders to ignore. Trump's intervention added a new level of urgency, turning the players' fate into a high-stakes diplomatic flashpoint and forcing governments to respond. Grassroots activism and high-level politics converged, amplifying calls for protection and uniting people across borders in a shared demand for justice. The world was watching closely, and the players' safety became a powerful test of international conscience and the global commitment to human rights. Their silent plea had become a rallying cry for human rights, inspiring hope and solidarity in the face of adversity. The backdrop was war. Just days before, a U.S.-Israeli offensive killed Iran's supreme leader, plunging the country into chaos. For the players, any perceived disloyalty was now life-threatening. In the stands, fans protested the regime, waving opposition flags and booing the forced anthem. Iranian officials dismissed the crisis as Western propaganda, insisting the team wanted to return. Human rights groups and FIFA questioned these claims, citing credible threats to players' families. The contrast between official statements and the players' pleas revealed the true danger they faced. The stadium became a stage for both hope and fear. On March 10, 2026, Australia granted permanent humanitarian visas to 5 Iranian players. The government's swift action offered them safety and a new start, responding to credible threats and global pressure. The players were moved to a secure location, free to live, work, and study in Australia. Prime Minister Albanese extended protection to any other squad members seeking asylum. Australia's response was praised as a victory for human rights and a message to the world. For these women, the journey from fear to freedom had finally begun. Their story became a beacon of hope for others fleeing persecution. As of March 10th, 5 players are safe in Australia, having found refuge far from home. Yet, the fate of their teammates and many others who remain behind is still uncertain, weighed down by fear and hope in equal measure. Their journey to safety has been long and filled with anxiety, but for these 5, a new chapter is just beginning. Their protest has become a powerful symbol of the ongoing fight for women's rights and freedom in Iran, inspiring countless others to raise their voices. Across the world, their courage resonates with those who dream of equality and justice. These athletes risked everything for a chance at safety, leaving behind families, friends, and the lives they once knew. Their bravery shines a light on the oppression faced by women back home, and their sacrifice is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Their courage now challenges international sporting bodies to do more, to protect athletes in danger and to stand up for human rights, not just in words, but in action. The world is watching closely, waiting to see how FIFA and other organizations will respond to such urgent crises. The decisions made now will echo far beyond the world of sports. For these women, football became more than just a game. It became an act of defiance, a way to claim their place in the world, and ultimately, a fight for their very lives. Their story is a powerful reminder of the cost of freedom and of the resilience required to pursue it against all odds. The match may be over for now, but their struggle and their hope continues, lighting the way for future generations who dare to dream of a better tomorrow.